Hello, parents. My name is Mrs. Cromie. I teach sixth grade, and I'm going to be talking about study skills and ways that you can support your student. Okay, so one good thing to know are the materials that need to be going back and forth between home and school. And two big ones are the take home folders and then planners for third grade through sixth grade. Okay, so we're going to start with kindergarten and kind of work our way up through sixth grade. Just some things that parents might need to know that are going to help support your kiddos. So for kindergarten, they have these green pages that they send home pretty frequently. It's not every day, but these green pages are what they would consider homework. They reinforce the skills that they're practicing at school. And then when they're completed and returned to school, they get checked by the teacher and then they get a sticker in their sticker book. One other thing for kindergarten parents to be looking for are reading bags. They are a big bag with their name on them, and they include several different activities that you could practice with your kiddos. Different colored cards mean different things. Yellow cards are their tricky words, and then they add into that as the year goes on. Green cards are their decodable words. They even have blue cards, which are for their letters, sounds, and then dark green cards are numbers. If this is something that you don't have to do the whole thing every night. If you just wanted to do part of it, you could choose one thing to practice. And then if there's like a particular area that you feel like your kiddo is struggling in, focus on that. That it's okay to practice that a couple nights in a row. For first grade, some of the things that the first grade teachers would like to see would be ensuring a consistent bedtime for your kiddo. And like that is going to carry across for kindergarten through sixth grade. Routine, early bedtime, and early breakfast in the morning, whether that's at home or school, is always going to help your kiddo. And then the first grade teachers would also like to see parents reading to their child or with their child. This can look like a variety of ways. You can read to your child, they can read to you. Taking turns reading every other page is an option. Um, it really is just going to help your child create a bond with reading. Discuss what you read, ask them questions about the characters, about what the character's doing, why they're doing it. As far as like math, you can have your child count by ones, twos, fives, and tens as you're driving. Like that can happen anywhere when you're at dinner waiting for your food. Variety of choices. Have your child write their numbers and compare numbers, see which if they can distinguish which one's bigger and smaller, and then they will have assigned daily homework. Make sure that you're checking their folder for that. When we get to second grade, they have some of the same things again. And it's important to check your child's folder for homework every day. Second grade has weekly reading sheets. Students are asked to shoot for about 100 minutes per week for reading homework. Again, that can look like them reading to you reading to them, and that kind of partner reading and discussing. CKLA also has additional homework pages that they send home. The idea is that those would be completed and returned the next day. And then they also send home spelling words to practice. That's a great thing for you to be practicing with your kiddos. And then also math facts. Flashcards are great. I mean, an oldie but a goodie. I know that they have them at like the Dollar Tree. Most stores would have a cheap pack that can just be a really useful tool for your kids. In third grade, recommendations from teachers, reading pretty close to every night if possible, and then completing their monthly reading logs. I know they would like at least 15 minutes of reading a night because if we're doing 15 minutes a night, 15 times per month, that's 300 minutes of reading and even more words. As far as studying goes, help your students study their spelling words. They have to know how to make words plural also, so that's a good thing to add into practice. And then practicing their math facts at home, like I said with second grade, using flashcards. And then we also have access to Reflex, which is an online program that helps them practice those facts. And then, like every other grade that I've talked about so far, and I'm going to talk about, setting a routine is so important. We want to, and in third grade, they have their planners now. So we want to work on checking and signing the planner each day and helping them build that habit, help them be responsible by getting, this is a great age to build responsibility. So when they get home, helping them build that routine of cleaning out their backpack, making sure they have sorted their homework out, start getting that done. Some kiddos need a little bit of time when they get home to kind of decompress, and absolutely, we all need that. So it's okay to help them set a routine of a short break when they get home, but then putting first things first and getting that homework done. So we're not doing it late at night, which I know we've all been there. Okay, fourth grade has some of the same expectations. Fourth, fifth, and sixth grade are going to all want the planner checked by the parent. It is a useful communication tool for us. It's sometimes you'll find notes from teachers, and then we also like to check them for notes from parents. So something you might find from fourth grade would be excerpts to read for fluency based on like what they read in class. It's okay to not just listen, but to ask your kiddos questions about these. It's also okay to take turns reading with your kiddo. Um, Also, spelling lists will come home. There are a variety of ways to help practice for spelling. You could have them write their words. You could have them spell them out loud. There's such a thing called rainbow spelling, where you write each letter in a different like colored pencil. When it's nice outside, take them out and let them write in chalk. Even pyramid spelling, where you write the first letter, and then in the next row you write two letters, and then in the third row 3 letters, and so on until you have a nice little pyramid with the word, and you have the full word at the bottom. They also send home monthly reading logs to help encourage kiddos to read. And then math, they actually have problem sets that they do in class that work as examples to help you with the math homework when it comes. So help your kiddo get in the routine of bringing home those examples. And then again, like third grade did, they recommend practicing math facts, helping your students build that fluency with their addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division facts. A couple ways that we can do that, just like third grade. Fourth grade has access to Reflex online, and then nothing beats a good old flashcard. Okay, so for fifth grade, you're going to see some similarities. They do excerpts again, just like fourth grade, that it's important to discuss with your kids. Not just listen to them read. There's so much importance in comprehension. And then there's always options. If your kid is tired, your child is tired, absolutely feel okay with reading that to them and having the discussion piece that way. They will also be sending home spelling lists. So just there's a variety of ways to help them practice that. And then they do monthly reading as well, to help encourage kiddos to read. And then we have the same idea with the math. They do problem sets in class to send home as examples. So just reminding your child to bring those home. And then they also have access to Reflex and flashcards. And then fifth grade also has Freckle, which aligns with our STAR 360, and that is for math and ELA. So it kind of looks at what areas they might be missing based on their STAR and helps guide them that way, gives them skills to practice. Okay, sixth grade, my specialty. What we would expect is that parents are looking at planners, helping their students decide what is homework and what is not, and then looking for those quiz and test dates so that students are preparing ahead of time instead of waiting until last minute and doing like late night study the night before. So in math, there are ways that you can help. Check over your student's homework or your child's homework. It's okay to have them bring home their homework and check it before they turn it in the night before. Encourage them. Mrs. Thomas does notes. Encourage them to bring their notes home and use them for what their homework is. In reading, we do study guides before tests. So making sure that they know the importance of completing study guides and using them to prepare. In science, they get quiz questions marked in their notes. They also have study guides provided for tests. In social studies, they have questions in their notebooks that are often used in tests, and then they also do get study guides for that subject as well. Um, all of these subjects we have regular tests in, and just helping them find ways or understanding the importance of taking time to invest as they're going, and thinking about what are going to be questions on their tests as they're learning, so that they can remember to study them on the way. um, and then in ELA, a little bit different. We don't necessarily have as many tests, but we have writing assignments. So we might have essays or stories or projects that we're working on. And something that I do is send home parent letters with a rubric or a checklist to go over with your student. It gives you an opportunity to give them some constructive feedback, but also gives you a chance to see what they're doing well and give them some positives and see their growth. So as far as test preparation goes, some things that we look at, we would like to always review vocab, and that goes in every subject. Vocabulary is something that for science and social studies they can find in their books, and we would just and it's going to be on quizzes and tests. So just getting in the habit of understanding the importance of a vocab word, and knowing that that's going to be test material. Um, Always look for study guides, like I said. Help them make flashcards when they know that a test is coming up. Flashcards are great for vocabulary and for multiple choice type questions. And then for short answer questions, I always seem to have kiddos who want to write out exactly my words. Really, most important is just memorizing the points, not every word. Sometimes I see them get so stressed out about having to have exactly the words that I had. That's not really what's important. Understanding the concept. So helping them understand they just need to have the points. It's okay to quiz them verbally, back and forth. They like to do that. And then we also do online review games, which a lot of them know how to make, Blooket or Kahoot. Just reminding them that that's an option. One another way is they could record themselves answering the questions and then listen back. And then we also do, like, you could look for IXLs on the skills and have them practice that way. Okay, so in the end, what is the most important things that we can be doing for our kid? One thing, talk to your child, ask them questions about their day and what they're learning. Just having those discussions are so important. Having them recall one thing that they learned from the day. And then asking questions, reach out to your child's teacher through email or remind. We're always here to help. We are a team, and that is believed across the grade level. No matter which teacher you have, they're here because they love your child and they want to be a part of your kiddo's team. So if you're having questions or something isn't clear or you're worried about something, let us know. Reach out to us. And then making sure that you know about quizzes and tests, and that your child is thinking about when quizzes and tests are, so that they are preparing appropriately. um, Everything that you do, all of these things that you do, show them how important their education is, and helps them feel like if you're invested, then they can invest too. Okay, so as always, one of the best things you can do, if you haven't noticed through all of these grade levels I've been talking about, reading with your kiddos. Even up to sixth grade, it's okay to still read to your kids. They love it. They do. When we read to them, they eat it up. We always have their focus during that time. So even if you don't have time, if you even if it's difficult to make time to read with your older kiddos, it's okay to read the same book at different times and talk to them about what they're reading, and celebrate what they're reading. Set a goal and help them meet their goal. It's wonderful to do those things with your kid, no matter how old they are. Overall, I hope that you're walking away with some idea of something you can do to help support your kiddo. If you have any questions, my name is Mrs. Cromie. I'm the sixth grade teacher here. I would be happy to help you walk through anything that you need. Even if that means talking to another teacher, I'd be happy to help you figure out how you can communicate with that person. In the end, like I said, we are a team and we're here to support your child and support you as well. So, whatever we can do. All right. Thank you for taking your time to watch this. Like I said, I hope you got something out of it, but thank you so much.